Many Jamaicans in the diaspora are planning for a mass exodus. What is causing it? Why are they doing that at this point in time? Let's discover more.
Jam from family, the Jam from family, yeah. Jam fam, come hang with me.
Hello, Wagwan, big up yourself, whether you're there yard or you're there abroad. Welcome back to another episode of Life with the Jam Fam. Now, on this episode, we're going to look at the Jamaican diaspora is planning for exodus. Why are they doing so? Many Jamaicans in the diaspora are planning for their mass exodus, and many of them are looking at doing their research to find out more information. They are looking at planning their way out, how they're going to be doing so, and also setting up home in Jamaica to make room for when they decide that they're going to be moving. Many of them in the comment section are looking at this year and up to the next 2 to 3 years, and people are planning this escape, and what we need to try and discover is why are they doing so. The question that many people ask when someone who is living in another country decide that they want to move back to Jamaica or to their home country is, why would you want to do that? Well, the reasons for why people choose to move from one place to the next is very varied and oftentimes comes down to the individual themselves. However, from the comments that we've seen so far, many of the people are choosing to move back for a set of given reasons, and we're going to explore those. So one of the reasons for people wanting to move back is because their leave of remain in the country is coming to an end, or the job market in which they're trying to tap into, they are not finding as much success in doing so or getting enough fairly paid job that reflect their value and the skills that they're bringing to the table. And as such, because of that, they want to move back to Jamaica. They do not anymore want to have to work against the grain of what they consider to be discrimination and prejudice, and therefore they are making it their decision to move back to their country. Another group of people are moving because they're closing in on their retirement age, and for them they would prefer to retire in Jamaica, and so they're making the necessary provisions at the moment to ensure that this is something they can do. Many in the retirement category are simply at this moment in time just doing their research in terms of health care, safety, and social network before they put together their setting up location, so that they can then know that they're making the decision to come back and it's going to be to their best advantage. And of course there is the other group of people who are just making the decision to move back because they feel that at this moment in time that is in their best interest and the best interest of their children. And some of these might be also people who are considering moving back because of political uncertainty in some of the countries that they are in. Some people are also moving back because of economical uncertainty in some of the countries that they are currently located in, and the things that are happening in those countries that are giving them cause for concern, and why they also now want to make sure that they're returning to Jamaica to use their skill set in ways that can benefit both them and Jamaica. There is also a group of people who are choosing to return to Jamaica because of cost of living and for quality of life. So they see the cost of living to themselves in the countries that they're living in and have recognized that they can live in Jamaica at a much more affordable cost and also with a better quality of life. And as such, they are making the choice for their own well-being and for the well-being of their family to be able to move back to Jamaica. So there is a large number of people in the diaspora who are seeking to return to Jamaica to escape the rat race of where they were and coming back here for a slower pace of life and a better quality of life. And they are seeking to do so in lots of different ways. And the comments testify for itself at the number of people who are planning their exit and their return to Jamaica. And there are large numbers of them. It is my hope that their plan of return is executed with efficiency, and I pray that their actual return will be one that will be successful. I wanted to come and reassure people who have decided, for whatever reason, that people can't really be moving back in the way that I've said, in terms of the way in which I said that there is going to be a great exodus of Jamaicans from the diaspora. Now, I've shown you some of the comments so far, and hopefully that has convinced you that this is what people are thinking, and there are more comments that are there to come. And you might be wondering, why would people be doing that? So somebody in Jamaica who is looking to go abroad might be contemplating, why would Jamaicans who are in these countries be seeking to come back home? Because they cannot comprehend it, because they want to leave Jamaica for X, Y reasons. And there are some people who are in the diaspora who themselves are wondering, are these people insane to want to be going back? Because these are the things they recall from their experiences in Jamaica, or that they're hearing about happening. And they cannot see for themselves how they would be able to afford to do a plan of return now or in the near future. And so how is it then that somebody else might be doing that? And we need to also remember there is another group of people who have decided, for whatever reason, that people cannot be wanting to come back. However, the comments have already made their mark, and there are more comments to come. Now, there are people who want to be coming back to Jamaica for varying reasons. There is one group of people who want to come back to Jamaica because they are sick and tired of being treated as second and third class citizens in the countries that they're residing. There is also a group of people who have already excelled and have done successfully and have done well, but they no longer want to keep making the sacrifices they have to be making in order to retain the positions and the elevations to which they have risen in the countries that they are currently residing in and coming back from. There is also a group of people who were born in the diaspora, and for them, although they have been successful in terms of their careers and material success, they have not felt a sense of emotional and spiritual success, and coming to Jamaica gives them that opportunity to fulfill their lives in that regard. And as such, they're seeking Jamaica as the place that they want to go and that they want to be. Now, that doesn't mean that these people might necessarily come to Jamaica and live out the rest of their lives, but they're coming to Jamaica, and that is their hope, to be here permanently. And so it is something to recognize that there are people across the world who are trying to make their way back to the Jamaican shore. And there are some things that we just need to understand as this is manifesting and unfolding before our very eyes. Now, one of the things we need to recognize is some of these people will be coming back and looking for jobs, and that's fine. However, a caution to that is that when you're coming back, don't just come to look for jobs, but come with the ambition to create jobs as well. So look for ways in which you can come and set up businesses so that you can create job opportunities for people who are here in Jamaica, as well as for yourself as you're returning. Jamaicans who have returned, and so far they've shared their stories, and for the majority of them, it's a happy, fulfilling Jamaican experience that they're having. And therefore, it is evident that returning to Jamaica is not necessarily as bad as many people would want to portray. So when you are coming, you just need to take it in your strides and be consciously aware of some of the things that you might encounter, and come with the way of thinking that you're prepared to adapt and to adjust as you go along, and pivot as the process takes you in pretty much the similar way as you've been doing in the country where you currently are. It is also a pervading notion that Jamaicans in the country sometimes make it a little bit more difficult than it needs to be for repats to settle and thrive when they return to Jamaica. And so it's just also to say to those people who are in those positions where they feel that this is something of the course that needs to happen. If It really doesn't. You know, Jamaicans who are returning to Jamaica are returning because they also are entitled to return and live in Jamaica because it's their home country. And for the Jamaicans who've been here, yes, you've been here holding the fort in this country, but a lot of these Jamaicans who are coming back have been sending in remittance to this country that is also helping to make it grow and thrive as it is. And it is just to understand that they might be coming back with different insights because they've gone away and saw things in a different light. Because they have gone away and seen things in a different light. So it doesn't make their experience better. And it doesn't mean that because you were in Jamaica all that time, it makes your experience worse. What it does is it makes the experiences different. And different isn't necessarily a bad thing. Sometimes it's complementary. So it's about looking at the experience that the different groups of people are bringing and how those can culminate together to create a better Jamaica. And so those people who feel that it is their right and their duty to gatekeep and close out other people from coming in, we're doing the country a disservice when we choose to do that, because there is enough space and opportunity for all Jamaicans to be able to grow and thrive in Jamaica. And all of these experiences can blend together to create a better Jamaica for the advancement of our people and of our nation. And so I'm looking forward to the next few years to see how it all unfolds in terms of the new Jamaica that is going to emerge, with the Jamaicans who've been here holding down the fort, the Jamaicans in the diaspora who've been supporting the country through their remittances that they've been sending, and who are now coming back to also add to the fabric of the country with the experiences and the skills that they've garnered in the countries that they're coming from. Are eager to add to business developments and create an economically vibrant Jamaica where every Jamaican can feel like they belong and feel that there is a scope for them to thrive and to succeed. Once we decide that this is an accountability that we're going to share jointly and we're going to collectively put on the mantle to grow Jamaica and to build it out. So I welcome all of those people in the diaspora who are considering an exodus of a return to this country, and especially the people who were born in those countries who've felt that they are living in a strange land because it's not fulfilling them in the way that they want to be fulfilled emotionally and spiritually. I welcome you to return and to utilize your citizenship by descent as you come back and add to the improvement of the country. That is for all of us to enjoy, because out of many, one people. And together we can all thrive and survive and succeed and excel here on this island that we love. So we're going to go into Mega Mart. We've never been in before. We've come up to the shop but never been in. And so we're going to do that now. Are you coming? You coming? Okay. And that's what it looks like. So we're going to see how we get on with going in. It looks similar to Costco. Good to come in and see it though. At least, not true. Alright.
Oh, this is where they get the fishing of water like this good and keep seeing people with it.
Oh, okay. So we're going to just the pastries. Well, I quite like the fact that in here reminds you of it. What do you want to do?
I want to go around. I want to see all of it even though we're just coming here for one.
Okay then. We can look.
The Jam Fam family. We're living the good life. We're royal, cruising through the West Indies, having fun, enjoying the good life. Jam Fam family, the Jam Fam family, yeah. Jam Fam, come hang with me.
Thank you for staying with us on this another episode of Life with the Jam Fams. Bye for now, and we will see you in the next one.